Hey? What year is the machine, Dan?
53. So it's a, Paul knows so much more about it. A CJ3B is what they call it.
CJ3B.
Yeah. Toledo, Ohio.
So this engine is what, the Hurricane?
The F head.
F head.
Yeah, it'd be the Hurricane engine. At one point in time, it was rebuilt. When we got it, it was seized. Like, of course, the typical Facebook ad, right? Like, ran when parked.
Yeah, ran when parked.
Yeah,
30 years
the
ago.
guy said five. The guy said 5 years ago, but I think he bumped his head because it was like 35 years ago.
Yeah.
The last plates on it were 1987.
But
so.
clean. Wow, yeah. 87 plates on.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And the registration was 87, so
okay.
I have to assume that
that's a while
that was the last time it drove.
Selectros, nice.
Oh, it is lacking. There you go. Okay, one more shot. There's a little bit, not enough though.
Ready?
Yep. I know, it runs really good, hey?
Oh, got a little pickup, got a little idle speed. Yeah, nice.
The water pump, I do not think pumps just for that.
Doesn't pump or there's no water?
I don't think it does. You know, there's coolant in it for sure.
Okay, we're at the GCFCE expansion camp here. The GCF just got 10 times bigger, so now we've moved up into the full insanity.
Jeep times.
It's Jeep time, right? Like, look at this thing, eh? Dan, hit me. What year?
53.
1953 CJ3B.
B. Yeah, I love
B for better?
better than the last
Better
model.
than the A,
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
With a hard top on it, too.
Hard top.
Yeah.
Two-door hard top
Yeah.
on it. 53.
Bucket, stick.
Bucket, stick. It's got everything.
Yeah.
So you got this. Look at the. It's just like. It's like mash in here. It's. Hey, choppers. Look at this.
Look at the chain.
Look at how awesome it is, eh? It's a chain. Oh, man. That's cool. Okay, we got some gears. 4 low. What's this?
That's low high. Left is in out for 4x4. I put it in 4 low, but the hubs aren't locked, just so it's.
Okay, yeah, and this 3 or 4?
3.
For reverse.
Reverse top left, and then 1, 2,
okay.
3. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And then PTO for the winches there, but we won't be using that today.
Well, not yet.
No.
Let's try it. Uh-oh, what happened?
Okay.
Oh,
It's miserable.
I'm just gonna idle it.
Yep.
Oh my god! I hope the microphone can pick up just the ambient rattling.
The harmonics inside.
Man, this kind of car, you might put a couple of Kleenex boxes in some of the jams. All right, here we go. No brakes, but we got 50 psi. Oh my! Oh, I want one. That's so cool. Okay, I'm sold.
They're awesome.
This is great. Oh, you can already tell that nothing is going to stop this thing.
Now the hubs aren't locked, so this is just.
Oh yeah, but this is like going to the fridge for a beer for this thing. Like, we could go up there.
You could.
Yeah, it's like, don't wreck it. I just got it. So, what are your plans? This?
Well, I'm gonna get brakes working on it, and then just use it as a trail machine. This thing's really loud. Look at the smoke already, Scott. Look at the smoke.
Oh, had a bit of a smoke screen. That's a military option. Right, we're just providing cover for the choppers. Yeah, it's a bit odd with the smoke, isn't it? It's like, well, but you filled it up with oil.
When I got the thing, when we had unseized it, I guess. We had filled it with oil.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, we're approaching maximum RPM here.
Come here, man.
Approaching fast. Can I turn around? Sure I can.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look at that sweet cop car. Hey, can we fill that while we're here? Sure. Fuck, that's awesome. Coming up next. Woo! Oh, the clutch is just a treat. Hey, it's like an on-off switch over the tree there.
No mosquitoes down here.
Oh, it's just unstoppable. Is there a temp gauge? Should we be watching it?
It hasn't moved yet.
Oh, okay. But does it work?
Yes.
Okay, we won't go too long. People will think there's a fire. So fun.
Holy
Oh,
fucking smoke.
man. Holy. That's a lot of smoke, I don't mind saying.
Is there still oil coming out heavy? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not antifreeze. Because the head gasket, that would be all.
It's oil.
That would taste like antifreeze.
Yeah.
That's just the oil that you soaked it with.
Yeah. Does it smell like like acetone?
Yeah. Well, not much. That would all burn, right?
Yeah.
But look at, I mean, it's just liquid, runny. The whole exhaust system is full of this. It's going to burn like this
Nikki.
for a while.
That's one of my favorite parts right there.
That is a beauty, isn't it, eh?
Yeah, I love that.
That's
Okay.
really cool, yeah. This thing would pull itself straight up one of these trees.
Yeah, oh, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Is the winch in good shape?
Well, it's all there, so that's good enough shape to get working.
Yeah, it would be able to be made to work.
I'm sure it does, yeah.
Oh, look at that. I love it. It's all, the cable's still good, too. It's really decent.
See it? Yeah, working.
yeah.
Yeah, turns. Yeah.
Oh, I bet you. Oh, that is
Yeah,
cool.
Well, let's go get it stuck.
Let's winch ourselves.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not doing it until I get the water pump.
Yeah.
Check the little sump there.
You can smell gear oil in it.
Smells like oil. Oh, look at the teeth. They're mint.
This winch was put on way later, though. 1979.
Yeah.
Stick there. Oh yeah, you can't even get in there. The teeth are right to the top.
Yeah, but it looks mint, though. There's
the
no
teeth
rust
is
on
probably-
Are
it.
the teeth coming up with oil on them?
I haven't
to
turned.
spin it a bunch more.
Yeah, it's pretty low reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got oil on it. Look.
Oh, yeah,
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
Should be fine then.
And Scott, if you want to, it has this to crank start it. If you want to crank start it. Yeah.
Let's try it.
You want to?
Oh, you're gonna try it?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Okay, is the key on?
No. Like,
He's
I
on.
kind of do, but I want to.
And we're in neutral? Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, pretty close. Oh!
And key is on, right?
He's on. I can give it a bit more throttle if that's the center one.
Yeah, give her a touch more. Fuck it. There you go.
Hey, look at that! Third try, buddy. Nicely done. Right. That's why I think it's all in the exhaust system. As the hot exhaust goes by, it's picking up a ton of oil. Or it just seems to run too well to have a broken ring and stuff. Like it's not, it doesn't even miss.
Smoking the minute it
That's the
started.
thing, and it's you filled it full of acetone and ATF, and that's
Unless the new
because
fuel
it doesn't
pump-
even smell like
Didn't
burning
smell
oil.
like burnt oil.
Unless the new fuel pump has failed and it's sucking in through this vacuum line too, because it could do that, right? Like let's say because it's got that dual vacuum / fuel pump, and if it's leaking,
Yeah,
It's a possibility, right?
Yeah, I guess. Just
Let's
the
try
way you
that
put it-
winch, man. Throw the PTO in
Well, I
here.
think we got to get it freed up here first.
Oh,
well, that's just to release it, right?
pull it that way.
That's just a release. That's just a release
hard.
clutch.
Is there a neutral in the transfer case? Good point. You could have the engine in gear and the transfer case in neutral.
There we go.
transmission in reverse and the transfer case still in neutral.
That was reversed.
Okay.
Is it coming out?
Go the other way, it's not doing anything now. Oh yeah, it's coming out.
Okay.
It's coming in.
Okay, so yeah. So when you're, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And it's silent, man. Bringing her back in. That way. That's about where it was. What a great thing. And he solved the equation. Got to put the transfer case in neutral.
Okay, that makes more
That's
sense.
cool.
So you could use
What
it.
a beautiful thing.
That would pull the things from getting stuck.
Oh my
okay?
god, that would
would pull it up a
you
tree.
up the side of a cliff.
Yeah.
Like that's a pretty serious.
That's a
winch.
nice winch. Yeah. That's
the
a
reduction
really,
on that is
really nice
huge.
It says
piece.
4,000 pound capacity.
And this thing weighs less than half that.
Yeah.
It would pull it up a tree.
And that's probably light.
Yeah, that looks
That's
like
pro-
a pretty serious.
That looks like a pretty serious winch.
You could move anything out of anywhere with that.
Yep.
All your stuck beaters and shit.
Use it to pull engines.
Use it to pull your police cars around. I really love it. I think it was a great deal. It's a great deal of fun.
Low. Yeah, low range, yeah.
There you go. Picnic, what do we call it? Tailgate party.
Yeah.
Where's your beers?
You don't have to. We drank them all last
Oh, you
night.
drank them all
Yeah.
yesterday?
Yeah. The overall,
That
pretty
is
fucking
really
excited
sweet.
about it.
What a fun thing.
Yeah.
Nice stick frankers.
Come a little bit closer.
This is the Model T Team Victory Party with nobody from Team T here. I'm the only Team T guy here, so anyway. Look at the menace, she's like, you guys are idiots. Tonight, to celebrate Model T Victory, we're taking the Diff out. It makes weird whooping sounds, so. What are we going to call this show? We talked about it. Diff, the Diff is right? No. What's the Diff? No. No. It was way better than that. Differential strokes? Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, we'll put the apostrophe in the thumbnail.
the apostrophe, that's what
Differential strokes?
Differential.
What you talking about?
Talking about.
Right? 2 million views. And your channel disappears the same day.
Yeah.
Jeez, a couple of jokes. Different strokes jokes. Did a couple of different jokes. Oh, okay, we can't use any of that.
Oh, you're going for the long wheelbase now?
Yeah, it's winter time. I'm gonna put the track on.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull.
Okay. Okay.
You don't listen at all.
Huh? Okay, slow. I gotta let go for a second and stop right there because it wants to tip this thing over. Like watching a giant slide.
Watch out.
You talking to me or her?
Her. Kind of change course.
Yeah. Oh, we're good now. We can do it. It's good. It's gonna come out.
Yeah. Into the refrigerator bin.
Okay, that's probably enough destruction for today. Good. Now
Lights
we'll get
out.
it up on some proper stands and take it apart. Like, what are we actually looking at here? This, to be honest, looks good. Like, this U-joint looks cherry, but I don't know. I mean, that's just my first impression. Like, I was
That looks
expecting
like-
this to be chowdered big time.
It's like a
The only
half
thing
inch
is we have
drive.
this, but I think that's supposed to be. Because it moves that way and this way, but it doesn't move back and forth, and there's no play in the actual roll. So this is just a center. So it probably allows it to run a little off center, right? So that's cool. So that's one piece that's not ruined. All right, got the diff out of the old T, and now I'm going to keep going and start by pulling these radius rods here. I'm going to disconnect them from the backing plates, and then I'm going to leave this because that's adjustable at that end to square it to the drive shaft. So I'm going to pull it at that end where there's no adjustment. Then we're going to pull these out of here, maybe slide this whole mess forward. I don't know. Just going to hammer at it here and you know, see what we're up against. You're actually quite curious to see how bad this is inside. Okay, ready? And
CSI
yeah,
differential.
Remember last time we
pull your way.
yeah, last time I think we
There we go. Okay.
Measure all this.
Okay.
No large objects have fallen out yet. So.
Okay, now you just wait there and let me just walk this
Yeah.
end right off.
okay. I'll give you some angle.
Okay.
The higher, okay.
Good.
Okay.
All right. This all looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Your axles.
yeah. I mean,
I've seen worse.
it's seen worse.
Are there bearings in the other end of the house?
Yeah, there's bearings here. The trouble with these is that the whole weight of the car is carried by these bearings on the axle. Okay, you ready? You hold that, I'm gonna pull the whole mess out this end,
Okay.
I believe.
Crush sleeve. Brush washer.
Okay, and then you can stand that up on the ground with the greasy side facing up. Yeah, and then I'll get a table and take all this apart. But off the top of my head, I don't know.
I don't know. Doesn't seem.
This is what I thought had exploded, but it's in perfect shape. See, that's a Babbitt
Yeah.
thrust washer there. So what tends to go is these little pins will fail.
But they look okay.
Well, there's only one, I guess.
Those are bearings there? These
Those
big
are bearings,
conical
yeah,
things?
yeah.
They ride in the housing, okay.
Yeah, and those look excellent. I mean, to look at it.
What
so-
about the
Wasn't
the
there?
little spider gears in there? You got to pull that.
Yeah, we're gonna pull all this apart now.
The symptom you were experiencing, you're sure it wasn't related strictly to the transmission, or you?
It could have been, but
Yeah, we don't know.
the thing is that the frequency of the vibration corresponded in my head to the frequency of the rotation of the wheels. Like it seemed to be like boop 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 boop, which is about what you would hear
Yeah.
coming from a wheel at 35 kilometers an hour. So
Okay.
that's what made me think that it's something in the diff. Anything from bent axle to whatever, right? We did straighten one bent axle on this thing too, so it,
True.
you know, it could be that we put this in a lathe and it's still all twisted up and that's all that was causing it. I have no idea, but it's possible when we clean that up we're going to find some smoking gun, but honestly I expected way worse than this. I thought it would be just hamburger, but it actually seems okay because I could not pull, there was no end play in the axles. The oil's pretty metal flaky, but there's also a ton of wear on the ring itself. You know, when you drive something, you're like, this isn't right. This isn't good enough.
Doesn't feel like there's any play
I
in that.
know, and I'm not fussy. I'm not trying to make the best one in the world. I just don't want it to leave me on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Or lock
For
up or any number
for
of-
something stupid, because when these things fail, you lose the brakes too. Because the brakes in the transmission way upstream, right? So if this all fails, you have no brakes either. Okay, well anyway, I'm just gonna clean everything and then we'll pick all the best of everything and put one good one together. Well, we're probably not gonna be able to reuse this. I've just given everything the first rough cleaning and disassembled it. And now we're gonna clean the axle housing and then we'll assess everything and see what we're going to buy. The axles, other than being flogged out at the ends, well, we'll see. One of these was bent, so probably not going to reuse either of them. The internal parts, other than the ring gear, are actually pretty good. It's a bit of a surprise. I was expecting this to be all garbage, and it's actually all pretty clean, even including the Babbitt thrust washer things that are notorious failures. So everything overall better than I expected. And the ring gear explains the noise and vibration, I think, pretty easily. So it's good. We're just going to keep at it.
No, we're good, man. It's November,
right.
remembrance.
Here we have the Model T universal joint, which is a cool thing. Look at that.
Oh, is that cool?
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, it is.
So there's a little bit of wear. You can see, you know, it's not perfect.
There we
but,
go. Yeah.
it's so nice and smooth, and it's
I'd
a
say
beautiful old piece. Isn't that cool?
Oh, jeez.
What a nice looking thing. So I'm going to probably be able to use that. I don't see why I couldn't use that. Here's the pinion gear. Actually pretty good, considering that the ring gear is absolutely shagged. I wonder if this has been replaced. Pinion bearing, excellent. Seems excellent. Seems largely excellent. So right on. That rides in here. So this has some rust staining here. So we'll see. I'm going to clean up the one from the other car.
Okay.
And if it's better, we'll use it. All the bearings from all the axles, really good. Bearings look good. Spider gears,
Oh, yeah.
really quite good actually.
Yeah, they look.
Yeah, they look really
They
good.
look good.
When we consider, yeah, the amount of wear on everything else. Those, all of them are excellent. Here's all your shims and your thrust washers. So these will be replaced. Apparently you can't run, they'll break and things will go sideways.
Oh, yeah, you're
It's
saying
supposed
that.
to replace those, so we'll get some of those. But that's 2 diffs in a row taken apart and there's nothing wrong with them. That's the carrier for everybody.
Okay.
It's in perfect condition.
Good.
These are washers that pack the seals. They're fine. The seals themselves, the cups are ruined. So we get a full seal kit. This is a little thrust kind of disc in between the 2 axle ends. These are just plugs so you can get the pin out of the diff to take the U-joint off. There, we have to drive that out. Got very lucky that that came out.
Yeah.
That could have been a nightmare, so that's cool. And then, of course, we looked at this earlier, just really beyond repair.
Oh, look. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so that's totaled.
Totals.
So, really, gonna put sleeves for the bearings in,
Okay.
because they're absolutely ruined. We'll get a close-up of those in a minute.
Okay.
So replace this. If I can get the taller ratio, I'm gonna. If I can't, I might just put the other ring in.
Yeah, just put the other ring in. That's fine.
Put the other ring in from the other car.
Yeah.
Because
We're not going fast anyway.
no, it all seems fine. None of this was making.
What you got there? Holy.
This is the drive shaft.
You look like Lord of the Rings for a second there. Just joking. There we go.
That's nice, eh? That's a beauty. Look at. It's still just in mint condition. Still says Ford on it. That's cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at the lovely thrust bearing.
Oh, actually,
Look at how
yeah,
nice.
there
Watch
you go.
this.
Oh, jeez, wow.
How nice
So
that
that's
is.
nice. Perfect. You could use that.
Absolutely mint. I'm going to
great.
use that.
Good, Scott.
This is for the front. No, this is the pinion bearing rides on here.
Mm-hmm.
So that guy.
Yeah,
Nah.
Yay.
And this guy.
Oh, wow, great.
There's almost no play in it. Like, if it needs to be better than that, well,
Right way.
I don't think it does, honestly.
You're right. I think you're accurate and right.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. So,
Tomorrow you're probably on this, eh?
I don't know. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Maybe we'll work on.
Oh God,
They work on the Fury.
Yes, let's work on the Fury. Okay, okay. Thanks for tuning in on this. Sorry, carry on again. Okay, Dean, shut it. More like they're letting me go.
Sorry, folks, we're gonna let Dean go.
How many times have I heard that in my life, eh? Like,
That's a
yeah.
good
Oh man, all the time.
All the time. Well, that's about all I can do on the T right now because I'm gonna go inside and order some parts. Don't need a ton, but I might as well get all the seals, and I'm going to get sleeves for the axle bearings. I'm going to see if there's a ring gear and pinion set available, because if they are, I heard that they make a taller ratio, which would be just terrific, because overdrive units are expensive, and you know, this would be an easy way to get a little more cruising speed with less RPM, which I would be in favor of, as the engine is still in its unrebuilt state, and it would be nice to just rattle it around at relatively low RPM. But right now the gear set is 10 on the pinion and 40 on the ring, so a 400. If I can get a taller ratio, that would be terrific. The rest of it's pretty decent. A lot of what I thought would be totally trashed is not, so I'm going to leave the T at that until I get some pieces here. Really didn't go too badly. Everything came apart as described, and very lucky that with the Model T there's lots of info on the internet with forums and of course other YouTube channels where they do restore these cars, as I am a Model T amateur here. So been a lot of fun. See, I don't know if we got a good shot of these. I'll see if I can. I don't know if you can see in the middle of the screen that ridge there on the end of the ring. There's not supposed to be a ridge there, and you see all the pitting in there on that bearing sleeve. So that is absolutely shagged. That one is actually cracking. So, you know, look at that. That one's just about ready to actually break in half and fall out. So that's time to do that, I guess. I'm really impressed with the quality of the original bearings. They all look very usable. I'll mic them tomorrow and make sure they're supposed to be a ½ inch each roller. So if they check out within a couple of thou, then that's good, because I've heard from places that you want to use the original bearings wherever possible, which makes sense. So yeah, that's very exciting. I think it'll all go back together fairly easily, and it looks, you know, there's some goofy stuff, you know, getting the pinion depth and everything just right. There are improvements available for some of this stuff, and I'll think about it, but you know, this car doesn't have to be better than new. That's not the plan. So but it does have to be usable. So let's work on the back bumper of the Fury here. Front one's out getting plated. Couldn't find one, and so sent that off. I'm going to put the back one together. It's not great, but the front one's costing a pretty decent chunk of money, so we're going to put the old one back on the rear for now, and if I really like the front one when it gets here, I might send the back one out to be done. But meanwhile, I'd really like to just get the car finished and looking good. So I'm going to throw some tools in the box here and take them next door and start pulling that apart. This is the rear bumper from the, I believe it's from the yellow car, maybe not, I don't remember where it's from. Anyway, it's not bad. Kink in it there, kink in it here. Alright, now Dean's helping me on my car, damn it.
About time, eh? About time.
This summer I think I got you beat so far.
Oh, well, yeah, you did, but rightfully so.
So we're going to attempt to get this Fury bumper apart. We've got an extra bar that's been put in here for trailer ball by the looks of it. So I'm going to probably take that out. I'm just going to put a dummy carriage bolt in that hole. Pretty badly dented, so might try and pop that out too. And then we're going to clean it up. I don't know. I think we should paint the inside of it black, Dean, with some of that stuff we use in the bottom of your car.
Sure.
Wouldn't that look better than this?
Yeah.
And then paint these two, and we'll leave it all overnight, and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's we'll rejoin this once we get it apart here. All right, Dean and I got the rear bumper for the Fury part. Hey, that was fun, eh?
Yeah, good workout.
We didn't break anything.
No.
So I'm gonna try and save this. This has got a little dent here. These are kind of wanged. This is dented and has a extra hole, and this is kind of dented. Dented being the theme of this bumper.
But
it's still, I think, the best one I have.
yeah, better than that. That one.
That one is more of everything. It doesn't have the hole in the middle, but it's got a much bigger dent.
I think you're winning with this one. It's fine.
I think we're just going to use this one, bang it out. Again, this will be, if I really, you know, if we're really in love with the one that comes back, or if I really hate this, then I could be talked into. And this is all on the very bottom. Let's remember the top of the bumper actually pretty straight, which is the part we really see. Dean's cleaning up all the brackets.
Yeah.
We're gonna paint all that. We saved all but one bolt. We got a big dent in this guy. So I don't know, give her some taps, whatever. See if we can make it any better. Only gonna just very roughly straighten this stuff out. There's no point getting it ready for chrome, because to do that you have to grind it. And then you would have to get it chromed. And at that point I might as well just send it down and somebody else can do all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Dean's gonna, what do they call this? Photo document, whatever, video. There's a big dent here, and I thought we'll give it a little taps. This one came out pretty good already. That was the one that was caved in. There's the before. Then I'm gonna just literally turn it around, lean it up here. This is my dolly. Pushed in there, and right over there. So we'll start, just get warmed up. Well, there's the big one. Okay, on to this one.
Yeah.
So let's just make it so we can see it. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Now we know where to hit it, right?
Okay, so right there, yeah.
Right there. So we really just have to go by the sound to know when we're on it, right? Slowly come up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Really
Okay.
nice.
So we got. It looks like we got to be really. We got to get really close to that body line.
Yeah.
Getting there.
Cool.
So just more of the same, right?
Yeah.
Get a better dolly to this. We don't need to hit it that hard anymore. Yeah, we're getting it pretty good. A little more. Where's the sander? Is there any way you can steady this? All right, it's the next day, and we've got the bumper bracketry painted, and the bumper is kind of cleaned up, lightly polished. It's obviously far from really excellent, but it's plenty good enough and straight enough, and let's see how it goes.
You're not quite taking it to the can't be tight if it's liquid level.
That's right, can't be tight if it's liquid. But it's hard to be tight when it's gum.
So you're gonna want to heat the nut till it's a gum consistency.
Still, it's a gummy, bright orange gummy consistency. Gonna have to get some scratches taken out, but okay.
On to number 2.
Okay, big day. Well, it's another day anyway. We're putting the bumper on the Plymouth, so that's exciting. I did not send the rear one out to get chromed because it was
Good enough.
good enough. It was good enough, and the front one was really not. So. If I really like the way the front one looks, I'm going to send a different rear out to get chromed. But meanwhile, I want to put the car together and get it finished. So we're going to put this bumper assembly together and put it on. I've made, this was originally rubber. I got on the sewing machine and made a little gasket here in the spirit of the original rubber that's sit in there. So I think it's just a splash shield. It's just to keep water from coming up over the top of the bumper. So yeah, pretty happy with that actually. Cost zero and took about 20 minutes, so that's done. And now, the big moment, Frankers is going to put the bumper on. If you're not putting the bumper on, you should probably not be in the way of the bumper. You know what I'm saying? No? Okay, ready? 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 Okay.
I think she's thinking the same thing.
Okay, move
You
it,
go a
move it,
little
move
more.
it.
I'm gonna force you to crop it.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
close now.
Let me get one ready. So
Hi.
we're gonna do the bottom outside tube, just because that's what I'll have two for now.
This is a competition to see how fast we can get this bumper on with Francine still here.
Frankers, Christ. Okay, watch your tail light. Everything's painted and shiny and chromy and whatever. I gotta be underneath.
So that's touching there.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
gonna
that'll be good then.
just gonna get one started. Barely. Okay, let me get to your side.
Is this the part where you said you needed to find 2 more bolts?
Yeah, oh, I actually did. Oh, 2 more washers, yeah. Okay,
Yes.
knock that down. You get past that? Yeah, the rubber's underneath. This should be up here. Does that make
It's
sense?
starting to get pretty close to the tail light.
It should be though. It should be close. You know what I mean? It should cover the bottom of the tail light quite thoroughly like this. See that?
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's supposed to cover it.
Okay, that doesn't look half bad then.
Yeah, alright. I'll go get 2 more bolts because 2 of them ain't gonna do it.
It's gonna hang itself now.
Yeah, it'll hang. Okay, one more off the list here. That bumper actually is not too bad. I think once we see the whole car as a finished machine, the bumper's not really going to be the worst part. So anyway, we're out of time because I'm editing today, so I'm going to leave the fine tuning. And I may actually replace this end cap. It's a little bit bent. So, hey, Fraggers, thanks for waiting. Fraggers, hey, what do you think? Alright, well, we're ticking it off the list here. Next week, we'll maybe do the package tray and the back window molding. We gotta get this baby together. Look at that, eh? Man, you're a madman. Looks pretty nice.
No, the other day I polished it. Nice. I can't wait to polish the Granada.
Looks so good now, it's not a million different colors. Except for the roof, but I'm going to paint the roof, so I didn't bother polishing it.
Oh yeah? Are you gonna paint it
I think
to
I'm
match?
green.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you
Whatever
gonna paint the
reason-
roof?
Hey? Because there's just not enough paint left, I don't think.
But this is all okay.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess you could paint the roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're against painting the roof?
I'm for painting the whole car.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
That'd be quite. But look at how nice it shined up.
He wants to paint everything, so don't waste.
Jeez,
Don't
paint
waste.
crazy, yeah.
Oh, there's-
Yeah, look at that, there's even groceries in it. Functioning car, 100%. Grocery getter, you could
it's
say.
literally
Yeah.
a grocery getter.
So nice, it's still warm in there. Damn.
Oh, here it is. Jim has brought us the Continental taillight. Now we can get back to work. So that's how far we got.
Wow.
Dents are coming out. Still a few holes.
Oh man. Look at that. Yeah, that's quite
So-
nice.
I'm gonna wait. I won't finish hammering until I weld these up because it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna shrink when I weld it. So, but you can get so much more of it when you have it cut up like this.
Yeah, right?
And so,
Only had arm extensions, hey? Too big.
oh, you just go stand in there.
Oh,
And I
okay.
also
Yeah.
got it so we can.
Oh, you
flip
got
it
a
over.
new buoyant?
Yeah.
Look at you guys. Oh wow.
So it makes it a little
Pretty
easier.
nice, eh?
Well, not yet, but getting
After I
there.
hammered that one dent out, you really felt you were behind the 8 ball and had to get to.
That's right. Well, I wanted to get closer anyway.
Oh, you just excavated what was left there?
Yeah, I cut every piece
Oh.
of it up.
Turns out it just needed,
There's that, and there's that,
oh yeah.
and there's this,
Oh, okay.
and that one, and then this one.
It's like a deconstructed sandwich.
I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of, this is rusted right through in a lot of places. It's not really a real gem, and I really don't want to make it, but I'm going to try. If I can make this faster than I can fix it, then why not? I don't know if I can, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to start with a pattern, which is a good way to start. Sorry, fraggers, it's going to get loud. Okay, I got to make this good girl. That's where we're going to start. So I'm going to start, I think, working from the inside out. Start by bending all this down, shrinking it till it assumes a 45-degree angle down. I don't know. Like I say, there are guys that know how to do this, and then there are those of us who wish we knew, but try anyway. Can't be much worse than that one. But we don't have all day, so let's just whistle something up. So I'm going to start by taking over and just hammering that over a bit, just to get the angle going, and then we'll start shrinking it. Whatever. Okay, I put my little pattern in the shrinker there. At this point I haven't touched it with a hammer. All I've done is put it in the shrinker and pull these edges down. So I pull it down a certain amount here, and I fold it again to get this vertical, near vertical surface here. And I folded it, so I've had to shrink this more, less, and then not at all. So that's all that is. And then when this goes in again, this folds over one more time, and then it's got to shrink a bunch more. But I'm not going to even try to go that far until we get this a little closer, because it doesn't really look anything like that. This is just kind of a very vague kind of nothing. And I've taken this reference line from the other piece, and that's where the taillight's going to sit. Okay, so far so good. So I've taken a pencil and I've drawn a line there which represents some, you know, that's the edge of the taillight plus a 1/16 or so. So we want it to be almost a 90 and then kind of curl out. So this might be a bit of a problem because this will actually have to shrink. So we will see what happens when we try to do this. Spent a few minutes beating the dish shape into this this relief here. So I've just thrown my light back on to give me some idea. Make sure I'm doing okay there. And so now I've traced this tape, which is a pattern from the original. That tape represents the distance from that line to that line. So I've just gone and traced that with a pencil. Let's see if we can even see it. Right. That'll be enough. So I want to start turning this one down now. Once we've turned that down, we're going to fine tune it to pull. This seems to be wanting to curl down. So once we get this one turned, then we're going to fine tune all this, and I may end up stretching some of that to bring this back flat again. Overall though, it's going okay. Just did the same thing over here. Can we see it? Yes, you can see this is very undefined. Okay, well, we'll go define it a little more. Okay, well, I've kind of rounded off the little indentation there. Just put it on top of a dolly and kind of hammered it a bit and welded up the slit in the back that I had to cut because it's not shrinking it that much. And it's laying nice and flat. Got a little fine tuning to do on the light, but not too much. Really good all the way around, a little tight right here. So other than that, that's not too bad. Next thing I want to do is start folding under the final return there
and that's going to involve more shrinking again. So I'm going to start roughing that in, and then we're going to go back around, and then we're going to clean up the rest of the fit, and then we can start on this here is supposed to not turn down like that, so we got to modify it here. Anyway, so overall it's going pretty good. All right, there we are. We're closing in on the finish of this piece. I'm not going to get to finish it this week, but we are getting close. I still have to do the detail work in this corner here, but see, we basically have achieved what we set out to do here. And that guy, when you line up the line on the back where the panel is, that actually looks not bad. Obviously some room to fine tune, still got some welding to finish up there, but basically good. And here's the trick of this guy is massive amount of shrinking to get that to wrap underneath. So I'm either going to cut that way back because you don't see any of it, or I'm going to keep hammering at it and can maybe get it hot with a torch and flatten it out. But so far along the proof of concept anyway. So next time we'll be putting this together with some of these bits and pieces here, and hopefully get a little closer to rebuilding the back corner of that car. So right on, stay tuned.
Can we get the fan going for the
I got a 262 in Bowling.
blower?
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Halloween fan.
Oh, did it seize?
Oh,
Nope.
it sounds just like your Hyundai. Except that it's only the blower fan, not the fucking cam belt. Oh, we're going 2 clicks.
2 clicks a minute.
Yeah, 2 clicks a minute, barely moving. See that speedometer, Dean? You should have that fixed already.
Is it what, Exorcist time?
Oh yeah.
It's like an old scale. Somebody's.
Yeah, it's like somebody's got their hand on the scale.
Pace scale.
Yep.
Pace brand scale.
That blower is just blowing on me, not on the windshield.
Yeah, well, count your blessings.
This is so fun.
It actually has a little bit of snap, eh?
Yeah, dude, you gotta fix the speedo.
Yeah, that's pretty irritating. Click. Clack.
He just started doing that.
I'm sure it just started doing
These things are lemons. Dean and the Shitters, live. Live, not live.
Well,
What fucked
I
up
wanna
on the
say-
Edsel today,
well,
Dean?
thanks for your optimism, because I was losing it. Well, even after I lubed up where the Speedo drive goes into this,
And it
drum.
still
It worked
goes
for a
clack,
little bit.
clack, clack every time you drive it.
it worked for about.
So we checked the cable, right? Cable spins really nice
Yeah.
and smooth.
Yeah.
But as soon as you plug the cable in, this thing goes bang, bang, bang. So something's winding up and unloading in here and whatever. So we're gonna rip into the Cycloptean, what do they call this? Work our way into the Lemon-O-Matic. These things are lemons, Dean.
They're hard to
I don't
work
know
on
if you ever heard, didn't you hear?
Yeah, they're.
It's funny, all the specific Edsel things, the things that are specific to the Edsel, are the only things that are fucked.
Like the teletouch.
You know, the teletouch and this wacky.
Speedo thing. Gosh.
So this is cool.
It is
I
cool.
love it.
Oh, me too.
What's going on here? Let's take that. Oh, we're going right downtown. Okay, I give up.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
cash register parts in here. It's cool. We were just talking about cash registers the other day, as one does.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Oh, like when you used to walk into the store, it was just sounded like just fucking beaches of Normandy, and then those chicks with the long fingernails just hammering those old NCRs.
I miss those days.
Oh, the old days, hey? Man, it's like Indiana fucking Jones here today.
Yeah, he's stealing the gold
Okay,
speedometer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's something attached. Oh, I know.
There's a little spinning magnet doodadly.
Oh, yeah.
So, we got to be able to spin in here. So, let's rig up a drill.
That's
It's
a
like
tool that we tried. I tried to make a square stock out of.
And it didn't work or what?
It did kind of.
Kind of.
I just couldn't get any angle with that. You know, it's just.
Yeah, but I bet you we can use it now.
I got your bit though, so I'm gonna leave your bit in the other room because you might need it, or you want it in here.
Huh? Didn't we already do that bit? Where's your bit?
We've done this bit.
Nope.
Oh. Doing one thing in the car. Too.
Yeah. So what's the ratcheting, clicking bullshit?
There, it's doing what it's doing in the car right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Is it the odometer drive that's... Oh.
What? Oh, the odometer.
The odometer worm gear
Oh.
is sticky. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Wow, I've never seen a car with a seized odometer. I think that's what we're looking at. Well, you don't take your odometer apart and grease it?
That thing was a clear. There's no lens holding that odometer on. It's all over to the elements.
And that's hitting there. Is it really? Okay, well, where's the oil? Let's just start by just oiling every freaking thing up.
It didn't look like that. The sprocket was turning.
Was this not turning?
Right. Yeah, the sprocket.
Right. Yeah, that should have been turning. No. This is climbing rather than turn this.
Well,
you love it.
Oh, it's my favorite car, bar none. But just what a problem child.
Well, if anybody deserves a problem child, it's you.
There's no exorcist now. I mean, earlier.
Yeah, so that's a different problem. The problem there is that the magnet is dragging on the inside of the drum. You see that?
Yeah.
It's just grabbing it right out of my finger. So that's also no good. Oh, battery died. I can see the odometer moving, so maybe by oiling it, we've got rid of the clickety clank. And now all we got to do is adjust it. Would you swap me one? If we just adjust it so it doesn't rub, and it stops going clickety click click click, then we're good. Oh, this is what we need to be able to see. See in there? There's the magnet. There's the drum. You see it on the outside of it?
Okay, yeah.
So all we gotta do is find the part that's tight there, which is right there, push it away, and we're done. That's it. Look at there, you can see it rubbing. There, how fucking hard is that? Push it with a screwdriver and put it back in the car. He says, with absolutely no idea if that's gonna do anything at all. Alright, here's hoping for push with screwdriver. Go. Better.
Oh yeah. Now we're keeping 30 miles an hour.
And the odometer's rolling. Still a little jumpy, you know.
We're hitting 40.
It's pretty close. Okay, let's see if we can do better. Get my special Edsel Speedometer tweaker. What do we want? Go. Go 30. Go 40. And get a ticket. This is like that fucking Jodie Foster thing, eh? She's like, okay to go! 0.5. My shit's getting blurry.
Keep her at 50 counting.
The odometer still rolling? It is, yeah. Putting the miles on. They should be spinning them backwards if you were a proper flipper.
That's right.
Okay, well that is no longer jumping and the odometer's working.
Sweet.
So thanks, I think we should put it back together. Call her good. Like for now,
That's the best I can do.
Okay, yeah, I think it's fine.
Well, there's a worm gear in there.
Oh, okay.
And it was pushing this thing down just far enough to jump. And that's what the click was.
Oh,
click,
okay, yeah,
click,
yeah,
click,
yeah,
click.
gotcha.
And
thing we
then
didn't drive it too
this, the fucking bouncing was a completely unrelated issue. So it's like click, bounce, click, bing, click.
Crazy.
Like the whole thing was just like. And what did that take? A little bit of and a little psst, and now it's fine. So I would wash that up with some Windex.
Yeah.
And then we'll put some, I'm gonna get some special speedometer oil on there. This is a regular contributor.
Same old shit.
No way,